Hi.
You are at your workshop. What are you doing at this time?
Hollow workshop. I am going through some training drills with my pet squinks.
Ah.
Just giving them just little drills and key signals and stuff to look out for since things are kind of ramping up. I want to be in sync with my homie.
Go ahead and give me wits plus animal kin,
Oh, okay.
since this would fall underneath training, technically.
Animal kin. Shoot, I don't have anything in animal kin. Okay, so just wits 3. That's nice.
-1 because of the skill penalty.
Untrained.
So 2. Nice.
You know they're intelligent enough to learn this stuff, but they seem to just being completely belligerent to you and ignoring you, loafing around.
Yeah, he's just doing spirals in the sky, just like
doing whatever he wants to do.
nice.
Whimsical Fae.
Whimsical Fae. Okay. Otherwise, I would just like to work on the saddle that I have for him that I ride on, just add little designs and stuff like that when he comes down and lets me put it on him.
It's gonna take a couple of hours for all of that, specifically for him to come down, more so than anything else. But eventually he does come down and allows you to saddle him. Reacts kind of negatively to it, doesn't seem to like the feel.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do, what is the thing that knights do? Is it jousting? Okay, this might sound weird. I'm just gonna practice with my elemental weapon on a tree. So I'm gonna joust with a tree and just see how that goes. I just want to try it out.
Your elemental weapon is a whip.
Yes.
I don't think jousting... Yes, exactly what Gandhi's complaining about right here. Jousting with a whip against a tree does not seem like the best idea, but go ahead. Make me a strength plus weaponry.
What's the term? Pushing rope?
Strength plus weaponry.
You gotta crack the whip right as you're about to hit the tree so it's actually straight.
Here we go, exceptional success.
Let me have fun.
She's making it work somewhat. I mean, it's still not great, but it is working. She's scoring hits on the tree. It is showing... The tree is showing wind burn lacerations.
Okay. Yeah. Gonna be my little warrior pet, and I just pat him on the head and give him a treat, and just walk back inside of the hollow.
And
just
with
taking
that,
a gander. That's it.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and go back to everybody else in the hotel room.
Well, that was a bit of an eventful excursion, but I believe I need to go update my previous report.
Sonya's just getting all her stuff. I'm leaving. You guys can stay in the hotel if you want, but I'm not gonna be here. I'm gone. See ya. Have fun. Good luck with all your endeavors. May all your dreams come true. Whatever. And she's just gathering all her things.
I don't know if I want to stay in this hotel either. I mean, he knows where your apartment is, and now he knows where this hotel is. He's just gonna keep following us no matter where we go, it seems. Although, it's nice that he saved our lives this time, I guess. Technically. Maybe?
He needs us alive.
Yeah, I don't think he did it out of the kindness of his heart. So I don't know what's worse, dying by his hand or being dragged away and being forced to be what they wanted us to be.
Yeah, well, neither of those is going to happen.
So, Leon, that message that you're crafting for the
I'm
monarchs.
just gonna reply to my previous email. New information uncovered. And I'm gonna detail the hive encounter, the pit, the vastness of it. Gonna describe this bug creature as best as I can, mentioning its speed, aggression, etc.
Are you
and
also
the fact that it sounded like there were many of them.
Are you also going to include any sort of details about the huntsman?
I'll mention that we had an encounter with a huntsman and that he didn't particularly care for them either, but it's not incredibly important, so it'll probably just be more of a footnote.
So, what? Still in the middle of the night, I believe?
If I recall, yes.
Yeah. You're still not expecting a response, you know.
No, yeah.
Most people are
That's typical.
asleep. However, where are you going? Because at this time of night, all of you are feeling a little tired.
Well, I will go to the spot that I know he has not breached yet, the Motley Hollow, because it has the access from anywhere thing.
You're heading to the hollow. Francis?
Francis is gonna go to a random motel, hopefully random enough that the huntsman won't follow.
I believe we looked at this yesterday. There's only one
Oh,
hotel.
There's only one?
Yeah.
No motels?
It's a little infested.
Oh,
We're in the middle of nowhere, Massachusetts.
Not
All right.
No, Vermont or
Know where the
New
church is by
Hampshire.
the hour.
Are we in for whatever? Massachusetts, New
Oh,
Hampshire.
wait,
Vermont.
you're the owner of the restaurant, right?
yeah?
Can't you just like bunk there?
In the restaurant?
I'm sleep in the office.
In
Yeah.
the office?
Like every boss has done it at least once.
If there are no motels, then yes, I'll bunk in the office.
Okay. Sonya and Jimmy, where are you two heading?
Where are you guys, Sonya?
I think I'm gonna call. Oh, my head is not even in it right now. I'll just give my bestie a call, and she should be up. And she owns a house, so she could probably give us a place to stay. She'll offer us to stay long, but at least just for a couple of days till we can figure something out. Yeah.
Much I want to go with that. If he found us at yours and then he found us here, chances are he knows who your friend is, so... I know a couple of people, I don't know them well, but... Well, can see what kind of friendship we got if we can crash on the couch for a couple of nights at least.
Yeah. Maybe we could try that. I mean,
I'll make a couple of calls.
if anything, as stated, I know she'll take us up if worst comes to worst.
Alright, so since one of you is heading towards the Motley Hollow, we'll go ahead and touch on Leon as he enters the hollow, because that's when he would see what Larkspur has been doing.
Okay. What has she been doing? Just trained?
You see her training, doing the jousting with the whip.
You're coming at that part.
You know,
I see you struggling.
you know, you really got to attend like an official, weapons drill, don't you?
Would you like to spar? For fun. Blow off some steam. You look like
This is the time.
you've been through something.
I've got a bit of an injury at the moment. It's not worth sparring right now.
Ah.
Keep this off. But besides, it's been a day.
Yeah, so what did you guys do on your side? I mean, did you guys come across him again? As I just take a closer look at his wound.
Probably can't see it, but because of, well, I don't know. But I went further into the hedge, did some more digging on some information that the goblins provided. Found an area that is interesting, dangerous, likely tied to the worms that we were investigating today. It's literally been a day, wow.
Oh yeah, technically.
But yes, the huntsman revealed himself. There was a bit of an altercation. No one came to blows, but people are unsettled, which is understandable, but
Yes, it's only natural.
The rest are off in fight or flight. Flight. Scuttling away to hide, let it blow over.
And what of yourself? You're to lick your wounds and go back again? Or this time you get a plan?
I don't believe going back alone will yield much more information. This is something that I'll have to bring up with the rest of the court. And at this point, it's likely no longer my call.
Get inside, Sunny Boy. I'll stand guard. And she's just going to do her usual thing and just summon the storm by the hollow.
We're in
defensive.
We'll all know if it gets breached, but
Go on. She's just going to stand guard outside. Give Gwinks the same signal, just be on guard. Not very calm. I'm just going to text everybody. Just a little check-in like, hey, hope you're okay. I'm here. Wait, do texts go out the hollow?
Yes, but it doesn't quite work always the same way as you would expect it to.
Okay, I'll just keep it short. At hollow. Hope you're okay.
All right, so Francis,
Yes.
as you make your way back to the restaurant, is there anything specific that you do at the restaurant once you arrive? Obviously, it's way after hours.
Yeah, so no one's here. That's fine. Better that way. Me being all panicked internally. Don't want to deal with people right now. There's nothing really specific aside from having a rather large midnight snack.
You would also be receiving Lark's text message around this time as well.
Okay, so they're fine. That's nice. I mean, they're fine for now. Who knows when the huntsman's gonna show up. And he's gonna try and get some uncomfortable sleep in the floor of his office, I guess.
Jimmy and Sonya. You've arrived at one of your acquaintance's houses, Jimmy. He's agreed to let you stay for a day. It's not much, but he has a couch and a floor that's not being used, as he put it. It's about the time that you guys arrive here that you also get Lark's text message.
Does it come through as expected? Or-
Yes, it does, in this case.
Well, Lark and whoever else, they're at the hollow. I'm guessing they're all right, but can only hope.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't experience what we had to just go through. In some way, I'm kind of jealous of that. I'm really sorry, Jimmy.
For what?
I mean, he was in my apartment, he was in my mirror, he's in my hotel. I just can't help it.
We will
Put a mark.
put a mark here. So, there's a couple of things that I'm gonna actually need.
Uh-oh.
Clarity?
Leon, Francis,
Oh, yeah, clarity time, boys.
Leon, Francis, and Larkspur. I need you all to roll me 1d20.
Wait a minute, that's not clarity.
This is different. Oh no.
Oh, this is who's gonna get shot first, isn't it?
Sorry about that. Everything was really lagging. I don't know what was going on, but I couldn't hear what anyone was saying.
Yeah, we'll cut back to you here in a second once I get
Okay,
my
yes.
1d20 rolls here.
I got a 9.
Ooh, that's pretty high.
Woohoo.
But is that a good thing?
I don't know. High or low?
Yes.
Slash me cock shot.
I'm lowest. Uh-oh. Gandhi's frozen.
Oh, I'm back.
Very, very unfortunate.
There
you
you
go.
go.
So what do I win? An iron spear to the heart?
What do I
Never.
lose?
A kidney.
I got 2 of those.
I didn't know a huntsman was Albanian.
All right, so
I had Russian.
now that I have that, let's go back to Jimmy and Sonya.
Which part did you miss? Like all of it?
No, I heard you say I'm sorry, and then once I said sorry for what, it was like one sentence after that, and then you just started roboting.
Okay. I'm just sorry that he's the huntsman. He's in my apartment. He was in my mirror. He's in my place of work. I wouldn't be surprised if everywhere I go, he's just gonna be there at this point.
He's after all of us. If it wasn't you, it would be someone else.
But am I like a bridge? Am I a doorway? Am I something that he's using to get to everyone?
Can't think like that. You start thinking like that, it's going to be downhill. You'll put yourself into a spiral. This is... Look, we stay together. We always have. We always will.
All right. But if it gets to the point where I do my stupid freezing, panicking, I am no good for anybody. You just
We are not leaving you. No.
You just leave me.
Don't even say it. Don't say that. We've never left anyone behind, and we never will.
All right. You want a paper, rock, scissors for the couch or the floor?
Look, if I get a couple of drinks in me, I will sleep anywhere. You take a couch.
And with that, all of you have, I guess you could classify it as sleep. For some of you, maybe it's a little bit more restful than others, but sleep is sleep. Leon,
Oh yeah.
you are awoken by the sound of your phone buzzing. You have
Okay.
roughly about, as you look at your phone, you have an email that's roughly about 34, 40, maybe 50 paragraphs long from the Monarch.
Okay. Do I need to check to read?
No. The basics of it are him acknowledging your points, acknowledging the issues. His main concern right now is the huntsman that's around, however, because that is a threat that they are actually more prepared to deal with than gigantic hedge bugs that nobody knows anything about. However, he's also sent you a reminder that today at roughly 1 p.m., you need to take your spot for the blood sport.
Okay. This was expected.
He also lets you know the name of your opponent. The name of your opponent just happens to be Andre. He is from what you know, he is also Summer. Well, he's newer than you guys. Probably hasn't been out of Arcadia more than a month. Quiet guy, keeps to himself, but has shown promise in sparring arenas. So, he's a little bit of an unknown.
Okay, so that's good to know. Can't get cocky.
Obviously,
Go ahead.
oh, I was going to say, obviously, since Lark is there, the phone going off will awaken them as well.
Meh.
Excellent. So,
You got yourself a girl. What's going on? Who's calling you at night?
Bureaucracy.
Ah, that's the love of your life. Nice. So what's going on in your summer news?
I don't know, considering she just woke up, I probably haven't read 50 paragraphs of text yet.
Let's assume you're a good speed reader. Paraphrase all that jazz.
Paragraph a second.
It's got a table of contents. You just read that.
There you go.
Where's the TLDR?
at the bottom, as always.
Oh, of course.
Skip to the end.
Just word from the Monarch. Nothing fancy here. Confirmation about what I've mentioned earlier. Daily reminders. Nothing incredibly interesting for one of autumn.
You sure? We're not all that different.
I think by definition we are, but
You just got more of a flair to you. Anywho, some ideas popped in my head that you might be able to help me with. Possibly. The few times we crossed paths with the huntsman, nothing really worked. But you think, by any chance, we could poison him, slow him, trap him? Anything you summer folk have in, secret stash of weapons or something? Are you that devious like us autumn folk? Don't mind an extra trick up your sleeve?
It might work, although I can't give you that answer. That would be just flat out knowledge. That would be something the bookkeepers would probably be able to tell you. So that's either your field or it's Winter's field.
Note taken. Winter. Well, hey, just in case if you come across anything, keep that in mind. I might borrow a summer library card. Or no.
So, as the day goes on until 1 p.m. for Leon, what does Leon do?
First, I want to ask you, what kind of fighting even is this, like, normally, annually? Is this just like
First Blood.
First Blood, it's just mundane, or are we doing, is it contract stuff too? Like, what are the rules of engagement here?
Thing MMA, what?
Usually, it's whatever you are most proficient in. Obviously, firearms are not allowed.
But that's what he's most proficient in.
Technically, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm equally proficient in firearms and weaponry.
Okay.
Yes, it's weaponry. Contracts can be used, but they're generally not favored. It is more of a martial type tournament. Obviously, if you're not turning the entire battlefield into a weapon, then, they'll probably ignore the fact that you used a contract. But if you're attempting to hedge spin the mortal world with your contract, they're going to take issue with that.
Yeah, okay.
Fair play.
Alright, so martially enhancing contracts, no reality bending contracts.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well then, before the day hits 1 p.m., I'm immediately gonna go back to my hollow, stock up on my goblin fruit, refill my glamour that way, and prepare, I suppose.
Larkspur, with him gone, what are your plans? I'm assuming maybe go to work.
Yeah, the auto shop. I would like to go to work, make sure I still got a job, look normal for the most part.
Right, so
Ooh, I am going to take a Squinks with me. In the human world, he looks like a raven.
He would look like a mount?
Yeah, no.
A vehicle?
Oh yeah, it has to be a vehicle?
it has to be something
Right.
that you can ride.
1997 Harley Bobber. Taking it.
So, with that, we're gonna go ahead and go chronologically. Chronologically here, before 1 p.m. is 2 a.m. Francis.
No, 2 a.m. That's early.
You are awoken
Oh.
by a lot. There's only one way to phrase this, and it's a lot of commotion. It almost sounds like metal scraping. But it's not just one thing of metal scraping. It sounds like 20 large metal things scraping against a floor, possibly a wall or a ceiling.
Well, that's... Someone's in my restaurant making a mess. I'm gonna panic a little. because who else could be in here? I'm gonna go to the kitchen area, peek in there. Is there anything in the kitchen area?
The kitchen area is as you would actually want it to be left. Whoever was closing last night, all the pots and pans are spick and span. They're put away. They're not even sitting in the sink or in the dishwasher, like some are known to do. They are actually all put away. Whoever closed was immaculate.
Well, good. I'm gonna look that guy up and give him a raise if I survive whatever this happens to be. So I'm gonna pick up a bunch of kitchen knives. Just have a few on me. And I'm gonna, I guess, peek into the main dining area would be next.
So, as you look across your restaurant, obviously we know that chairs get turned on top of the table at night. But outside of that, what does your dining room normally look like?
That's a good question. It's a white tablecloth kind of place.
Okay.
You know, at the mid to upper end. What else? As far as like ambience, well, there wouldn't be any ambience because midnight. But normally it'd be, you know, dimly lit, romantic. You know, the place you take your girlfriend to impress them, or to anniversary stuff like that.
Well, it looks very much the same. The only odd thing is one table directly in the center. Chairs have been put down. Tablecloth has been laid. Silver finery out on the table, including a meal plate with a cover over it, and a candelabra in the middle with 3 candles lit.
Okay. That's and they're lit out. What's it smell like?
Can't really smell anything at this time.
Okay, and I don't see anyone else in the room.
There is a little bit of a partition from where the hostess would stand, obviously. You want a little bit of seclusion, you know, you don't want people just sticking their face up on the window and staring at diners.
Yeah.
It's at this time the clanking of metal can be heard, and the huntsman's antlers appear from around the corner. He raises his hands. He has no spear on him. He's like, peace.
Peace.
And he grabs from the hostess's table a little bit of a washcloth, essentially. He folds it, throws it over his arm, and walks over and pulls out one of the chairs. Come, sit.
Keeping my kitchen knives on me. No, I'm gonna walk over because, you know, this guy's terrifying. But very, very cautiously gonna go. Why are you here?
Oh, come now, Francis. You are a master chef. When was the last time somebody took the time to make you a meal?
Well, to be honest, most people don't understand my palate, so I tend to refuse.
Well, come sit. It would be very rude for you to refuse, and I don't take lightly to rudeness.
Okay. Gently sit.
He gently pushes your chair in, and he actually takes a seat. And he looks across. As he looks across, he goes, This is a very nice establishment you have here.
Yes, I put a fair bit of work into it. I was hoping I'd be able to stay here for a good long while. I don't know if that's going to be possible with you here, though.
Oh, come now. Are you going to be like all the others and run? Because run, they will.
What other choice do I have? What?
The most simple choice would be very clearly, come with me, and I'll take you back where you belong. And at this point, he lifts off the metal covering on his and he sets it down. It looks like he has at least served himself. Baked potato. Probably, if you were to guess, from the size of it and from the smell, it seems to be a 12-ounce sirloin.
Okay. Is there one in front of me? Did I hear that? Or
Yes.
Okay. I'll pick mine up. What's under mine?
Your meal is very similar. It's the same garnishments, the same vegetables, the same baked potato. The meat, however, doesn't smell like anything you've smelled before.
Doesn't.
No, a matter of fact, there seems to have been, as you kind of smell it, you can definitely smell what may have been honey added to yours. But you
Kind
can't.
of sweet. Okay.
It's a little sweet. And he goes, please, eat, eat. And he actually takes off the stag helmet and sets it down and begins to eat.
Okay, well, that certainly smells nice for a last meal.
Oh,
I mean,
come on.
You say it'd be easiest to just go back, but he points to the food. I would not be able to eat this if I were to go back. So, yes, last meal.
Have you proceeded to begin to eat?
I'm gonna start, yeah, because still hungry.
The flavor. Actually, I think this is a good time for a roll.
Ooh.
What is your cooking skill?
That's
Craft?
I usually use expression for cooking because it's more invoking a feeling.
Okay, roll me wits plus expression then. And you can add your any sort of culinary specialties you might have.
Okay. Ooh, 4. Almost.
As you're tasting this meat, it has a vague familiarity. There is a lot of honey on it, which makes you think that maybe this meat was a bit tougher. It was using maybe a little bit old. Something to break down the protein strands a little bit, make it easier to chew.
Mm.
It has a vague hint of a flavor that you're aware of. It's not similar, but it's not dissimilar either to human flesh. It's not human flesh, though. You're very aware of what human flesh tastes like.
Yeah, that's why I was getting confused. Like, this is similar, but it's not. Okay. This is interesting. I taste the honey, so it's been aged, I guess, and make it more tender. This is very familiar, but I can't quite put my tongue on it, pardon the pun.
Actually, even for you, this is impressive speed. He has already cleared his plate.
Oh, jeez, savor it.
eating for me is not the same as it is for you. Now, I didn't expect to come here and get you to walk back with me. I, of course, had other intentions here. Don't worry, you're not going to immediately start puking up blood or anything. I'm not so droll as to use poisons. However, your palate is impeccable. You're right, honey was used. The meat, unfortunately, was a bit on the older side. And you see him give you a look and he's counting. How long ago was it when you escaped the hedge? Roughly around that time that I procured that. And then he kind of gives you a small smirk. How do you taste, Francis? I've been curious. Your
What?
leg, your calf immediately starts to twinge.
I look down. Is it still there?
The massive scar from where his lance punctured it and he yanked it free.
What do you mean? How do I taste? My leg hurts. What is this?
I thought I was very clear on that, Francis. It's you. When I yanked my lance from you, you remember, I took a chunk out of you. That pain has to still be there.
Yes.
Not something that you forget. Now, I can tell you enjoyed your meal. Imagine what your friends might taste like. Imagine all the delectables that you missed in Arcadia. All they could be yours again. Just come back with me, or stay here and just constantly think about how delicious your friends might be. He stands up gracefully. Also, as he kind of picks up the stag head and puts it back on, you might have some issues getting out of here. I've barred the doors and windows with iron.
Why?
Because, and then he starts walking towards the kitchen. He goes beyond the kitchen doors.
I'm gonna stand up and look to the front door and the windows, verify.
Not necessarily. He has not phrased words correctly. He hasn't put bars on your windows. It looks like he's grabbed sheets of iron and just placed them up against it.
Okay.
Roll me a perception.
Sure. Composure. Woohoo! 3 successes. Doing good.
At this point, that you're familiar with the sounds your stoves make. But you also don't hear the lighter kick off on the stoves.
Oh no. I'm gonna...
Roll me a composure.
Just straight composure. Okay. That's not good. Oh! 2 successes.
I'm gonna leave you there.
I got stuff to write.
Sonya and Jimmy. You're the last to wake up this morning. Looks to be roughly 11 a.m., maybe noon.
Welcome to my world.
You wake up at noon every day?
No, not so much anymore. But when I was younger.
And Sonya kind of gets up and starts folding whatever covers, blankets, sheets they might have given her. And she looks over at his friend's kitchen that looks very used. And she kind of starts slowly slinking her way to the kitchen and kind of analyzing everything, and her OCD is kind of kicking in.
Sonya. Let's go somewhere. Let's get a coffee. I don't know about you, but I could probably use one.
Coffee sounds good. With a clean cup.
There's a little place not too far.
I could use the walk. And she packs her stuff again.
And off you head to the coffee shop. It's Starbucks. There's not really... Unfortunately, with a town of this size, the Starbucks has put any sort of competition that it might have out of business.
Jimmy's just going to stand there looking up at the menu options and go, can't I just get a coffee?
This girl, probably 16, 17, probably a high school student still. Oh, so you want a tall blonde roast?
Is that a coffee?
Yes, it's our...
It's
Yeah.
All right. Do you want
Tall
a...
blonde roast.
Okay, tall. All right. What about you, ma'am?
I'll take... I haven't been to Starbucks in a while. What do you recommend?
I like single shot espresso, 1 pump vanilla with almond milk and a spritz of the hazelnut cream.
I'll take that.
Would you like that a tall, grande, or venti?
Is the tall big?
The tall is our smallest size. It goes tall, grande, venti.
That's weird. Tall usually means big.
In that case, I'll get the medium.
Oh, so I will upgrade yours to a grande then.
I used to buy large coffees, it was easier.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Changeling the Lost 2nd Edition. Once more into the Hedge, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology. Written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. And as always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, how do you find the lost beauty in the agony of this life?